could negotiating really be all about treating people with respect, treating people in an intelligent way, in a nice way, and they'll give you whatever you want?
Hello, I'm with Wayne Berry, Australia's Top Gun sales coach. Welcome back, Wayne.
Thank you, John.
We've had some great discussions, Wayne, and I've loved them. And we talked about what top salespeople have as skills and capabilities to be successful. One of the things we haven't talked about yet is negotiating. I think negotiation is critical, but there's ways to do it effectively, and as you say, to give or to help.
Yeah.
Tell me what negotiation means to you.
It's a subject that I'm really passionate about. I've written 3 books on negotiating, and I met the man who wrote the fourth best book on negotiating in the world.
Oh, right.
His name, Herb Cohen. Now, I was just young. I was in my early 20s. Perhaps our viewers have even heard of the book. It's called You Can Negotiate Anything, Herb Cohen.
Right.
When I met Herb at the airport, I was young in my 20s, and I was promoting a seminar in Australia. And I was looking around at the airport for this man, and this crusty old guy who looked much older than the photograph in the book, that often happens, came down, and I was a little bit in fear of him, because this big negotiator out of New York lawyer, tough, international negotiations, and he was just the most lovely, affable, nice guy. And as I travelled around Australia with him, strange things started to happen. Like in the airlines, I knew I had booked economy, but when we finally went on the plane, he said, "Oh, this is my seat here." And then I went down the other end, and he's sitting in first class. And I'm thinking, how did he do that? Like, I didn't do that. I paid economy. We go to the hotel, and he'd say, "Wayne, look, I'll handle the check-in." I said, "Well, no, really, you're my guest." "No, I'll handle the check-in." And then he'd call me from his room, and it'd be the penthouse. And I know, I'm not paying for the penthouse. How's he doing this kind of stuff? And he wasn't paying either. And so it went on, and I got to travel with him. I said, "What is it you're doing?" He said, "Oh, these people are lovely." He said, "I just ask them in a particular way, and they just give me whatever it is I want." Now, the reason I tell that story is that it really made me think, wow, could negotiating really be all about treating people with respect, treating people in an intelligent way, in a nice way, and they'll give you whatever you want? And my experience of negotiating, since I've researched it, is the best negotiators, number one, understand that negotiating is a process. They understand it's something we do every single day in every area of our life. And they make a decision to become very, very good at it. And it's not about being a tough person.
It's not, is it? My experience with a negotiator, I used to think, I've got to be a strong negotiator. And my experience is, if you do everything in a sales process effectively right up to the point where you're ready to negotiate, negotiation becomes really easy.
It does.
If you haven't done it effectively, you haven't qualified effectively, you haven't researched, you haven't got a good understanding what the value proposition is in the customer's mind and all that, negotiation becomes very difficult. Yeah. Because how do you build the win-win then?
Yeah, true. I think it called in too late in negotiations. And I say too late because if they'd done certain things earlier, they wouldn't be in the situation that they're in. It's a process. Understand what the process is, understand what the strategies are, understand what the skills are, and determined to be really good at it. Because in my life, I flow through life very nicely now with very little stress, because I negotiate every single day of my life to get everything that I want, and not in a selfish way. People, are happy doing business with me, and on an ongoing basis, because I tend to give them what they want, I get what I want. It's total win-win.
Yeah, and they love you for it. Yeah. I think that's so the bottom line on negotiating for you, give that out.
Life is easier when you know how to negotiate.
I love it. Life is easier when you know how to negotiate. Wayne, thank you very much for that insight. I look forward to talking to you next time.
Indeed.